Hi, I just want to introduce you to our metal page edges. We've got 3 different styles. We've got the lace, we've got a straight edge, and we've got a scallop edge. And each of these come in either black, silver, or an antique brass color. And I just want to show you how those metal edges would work with your projects and how to get them on your projects. So the first thing I'm going to do is just adhere it to a single page. This is just a page out of one of my art journals. So you'll notice on the metal page edge, on the inside, I've got a white coating on there. That's just protecting the adhesive backing that these metal edges come pre-coated with. So I'm just going to peel that off, and I'm going to see, you'll see that inside here is quite sticky now and ready to be adhered to your project. So you'll want to have everything ready to go before you peel that off. So I'm just going to take that, and I like to take the edge of my page and just go ahead and stick it right up in the fold line on that metal page edge. Okay. Now once I've done that, I just go ahead and push that down and reinforce the stick. And you'll see now that the metal edge is stuck along the back side of my page, but it's still open in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and close that, just using my fingers. And you can see this is quite flexible, the metal. Pretty easy to work with. So now, if I'd like, I can take my bone folder and I can go back and kind of go over that fold. Make sure I've got everything pressed down in the places that it needs to be. If it's popped up anywhere, I should be able to get a nice tight seal to my page here. Okay. Now I can go ahead and just trim the top of this off so that it's flush with the page. You can see it just trims easily with scissors. And then I also have this clear coating on the front side of my metal that I want to make sure I peel off. And one of the nice things about these metal edges is that I can do a lot of things on this metal surface now. If I want, I can paint and distress it. I can just take sandpaper to it and sand back the edges so that the metal's showing through the black there. I can also, in the case of the silver and the brass, do a rub-on along the metal page edge here. So they'll accept the rub-ons directly. Another way to use the metal page edge is I've done a photo, used a photo here, and I've just done the metal page edge right along the photo edge. And I've also layered one of our little flashcards in there as well. So this is nice because I can layer things under that metal edge if I need to. And it will clamp closed and keep that in place as well. Now I do want to just give you a few pointers for if you're going to be using these metal edges on one of the journal covers, because it is a little bit thicker. You'll need to make allowances for that. So I'm going to again just go ahead and peel that adhesive backing, and then rather than taking this journal edge and butting it right up into that seam line there, I'm actually going to give myself an allowance here. I'm going to give myself about 1/4 inch. So I'm going to press that journal cover down into the metal page edge, but you can see I've got a little bit of a gap there between the edge of the journal and the fold in the metal edge. So now again, I'm just going to go ahead and use my fingers to clamp this shut. And this is definitely a time that you're going to want to use your bone folder. And that's just going to go ahead and help me get a nice tight seal along that metal edge. So I like to do that on the inside and the outside. And then I find that it doesn't hurt to go back and kind of reinforce your fold line along here as well. So doing that, I now can peel off that clear plastic backing again, and I can leave the metal page edge as is. Or I can go ahead and I can embellish it. I can do rub-ons on it. It's ready to use.